Hey everyone, welcome to Stout Advice. My name is Logan Stout. A word that has been submitted to us via my Twitter and Facebook is the word balance. It came from a lot of people, so I'm not going to reference any one name, but balance is so important because what we tend to do in life is, and with good intentions, we get rolling, right? We're trying to make things happen, and we lose balance, right? It reminds me of the teeter-totter, I think it is, on the playground, right? Where I remember my little brother and I at Canyon Creek Elementary School in Richardson, Texas. We'd get on this little teeter-totter, and what we try to do is just get it balanced perfectly. And it'd be like so cool when we could do it. And I remember we'd have to like move up the little deal or move back to try to create balance because I weighed a little bit more than him, and I was older. I was 2.5 years older, so I wasn't fat, all right? But balance, right? We had to have good balance in our life. And what I'm trying to say is this, as adults, it's the same type thing. We've got to keep balance. Work can't take down family. It's got to be balanced. We have to keep our priorities straight, faith, family, and then all the other stuff, right? But here's what happens. The people we love the most typically end up getting all of our leftover time. That's what ends up happening, right? And not only do they get our leftover time, but in that leftover time is when we're tired, we're exhausted, we're cranky. And so you come home from a long day of work and your wife and your kids get the bad end of you. They get the worst end of you. And all you want to do is just sit down and turn on the TV or something, right? Well, let me encourage you. What I try to do to stay balanced, because I'm a workaholic, I'll be the first one to admit it. I have to be going. Every week my wife and I have a date night. Every week. For those of you that are married or dating or whatever, I want to encourage you, never stop courting your mate. Never stop courting your mate. Second thing is my kids. I always make sure I make time for my kids. Every single day I make sure I have time to hold them and kiss them and tell them how much I love them and make sure that they know their dad. And they don't just think of their dad as a guy passing in and out of the house, but they know that our dad loves us and he cares for us, right? Balance. My friends, if I don't hear from a friend for a while, I'll text them. Hey man, just thinking of you. Hope you're doing well. Keep good balance. The friends, the family, make sure that they're a priority in your life and not just getting your leftover time. Okay? Work's important, no question, right? You're going to have to be able to do the things to pay the bills, but that doesn't mean it has to come at the sacrifice of the people you love the most. Action item number 1, write down a list of everything you do. Everything. And that's going to take time probably, but write it down. And the second thing I want you to do is prioritize it. And then ask yourself, how much time each week are you giving to each of those people and things, right? So if you have your family, how many hours a week are they getting of you, right? Your job, how many hours a week is your job getting? Your friends, how many hours a week are they getting? And give yourself a real assessment and see what you need to do to get a little better balance, to make that little teeter-totter, instead of wobbly, get that thing balanced, just like this. Thanks for joining us this week on Stout Advice.